testimonials, how to use them effectively to win more business. Because believe it or not, a lot of businesses don't. Just boasting about how good you are probably isn't going to win you any clients. The best way of boasting without boasting, taking what your clients have done or achieved and turning it into content. Let's run through some examples. First of all, photos. Visual proof always works well. Social media results, before and after weight loss pictures, follower increases. But my highest converting testimonial type is the organic screenshot, lifted directly from a conversation with a client. So you'll see here, it's clearly organic, no design work needed, and it shows a financial result. In this case, 5 figures in a month. With this type of testimonial, I try not to showcase my client's name, just purely out of personal preference. But if you can put the name in, perhaps it's a profile pic, some surrounding messages, it's really going to help show potential clients what results you're currently getting, and more importantly, what you might be able to get for them. Number 2, written testimonials. These are my least favorite type, but probably the most frequently used. The client gives some form of feedback and it's made into an on-brand visual in your company colors. I guess they can work, but I try and stay clear. I just think that a company that puts out one of these types of testimonials can manipulate the words, manipulate the imagery, and they're nowhere near as authentic as those organic screenshots that I mentioned. I hope you're enjoying the video, guys. I run an international consulting firm that helps coaches, consultants, and creatives win more clients using organic content on social. No paid funnels, no hashtag strategy nonsense. If that sounds like you and you want to build or scale your business using content on social, book yourself in for a free call with me on the link below. Back to the vid. Number 3, audio. Really convince him. Speak to a client on a Zoom call, extract the audio, clip it, whack some subtitles on there and push it out as content. Here's an example of ours where we worked with a client who thought they were no good at sales until we worked with them and shifted their whole mindset and made them view sales from a completely different perspective.
I just wanted to say thank you for jumping on that call the other night. It was so helpful and honestly so refreshing. So refreshing, and actually it kind of like was a bit of an epiphany moment. I've been telling myself that I'm shit at sales. So thank you, because it's completely changed my perception of my own ability. The fact that I actually can do this. Like, do you know what I mean? So you had that effect. Magical powers.
A bit of a side note here, make sure you've got permission to share, otherwise try and keep it anonymous. Number 4, video. Probably the best, aside from the organic screenshots. You can either interview your clients face to face, or interview them on a Zoom call, or just pull video footage from existing calls with clients. Here's some that are lifted from our Content to Clients consulting program. You'll see that they talk about winning their own clients, how much our program's worth, and even quitting their own jobs.
The minute I joined this group, it was like a flood of like, wow, this is worth thousands.
So is that the 3rd person in the program?
I think this might be the 4th, and then if that other person comes on, it'll be the 5th.
Brilliant. Love it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is my life. This is now my life. I've got a one-to-one with my boss next week. And it's coming up to the point where now I have to let them know I'm leaving.
Really powerful stuff and great content to put out once you've got enough of it. For the 5th point, I just wanted to mention a couple of other methods. So if you're not able to use any that I've mentioned previously, you can look at things like Trustpilot, testimonial.to, or you could just go with a good old-fashioned Google form. Dead easy to set up. And lastly, number 6, bit of a bonus here. You can track the entire process of working with a client and turn it into a carousel. Combine organic screenshots, audio, video, and everything else I've mentioned too. So here's one I made a while ago from a client who 10x'd her revenue working with us. I'm just going to skim through it. So you'll see we give a bit of background information about Fran and where she was before she started working with us. Then we talk about the approach. What strategy did we implement while working with her? And we also chuck in a very small organic screenshot as well. Then we talk about a key point in our process, which is profile optimization, and how we took her profile from this to this. Also shows a slight jump up in followers, but refresh visuals, refresh bio, etc. Then we showcase some of the content, and again, another screenshot there.
Now I'm doing things that I generally didn't think were possible. Like I had like 4 sales calls today. And that was something like, for me, it wasn't something that it was normal, honestly. But you see, like, the first one is going to be awful. And then when you do like the rest ones, it's gonna be a lot better. So hang in there and be confident and believe in yourself.
And that was something I lifted straight off her stories that she was happy for me to put out there. Then we follow up with this organic screenshot again. This time it has a financial focus. So she was only charging $97 to begin with. Please pardon the swearing there. And it has some voice notes in there too, but I've chosen not to include those. And then on the last slide, she also does a proper testimonial.
I just want to shout out Chris, the sales guy Chris, because he gave me so much confidence in sales. Like, I remember being terrified of like a small value that seems to me now, but at that time it was super uncomfortable, and he made sales super fun, especially related to IG, which was just what I needed at that moment. So I really want to shout out.
So hopefully that gives you some inspiration about what you can start to do with your own client results. Now, if you want to hear more about how you can qualify leads on autopilot, then check my video here and I'll talk you through the whole process.